friendos, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Sasha. I eat things, I go places, and I do stuff, and we're still doing stuff by getting fit. Or at least I'm trying. So if you watched last month's video, you know that I've kicked off this fitness journey because I think at least something good should come out of quarantine. And frankly, I needed some kind of routine and control because I was losing my mind. Metaphorical, literal mind. So just wanted to check in for accountability purposes and give you an update on how things are going. I will say I was very gung-ho about this last week. Wish I would have recorded this update that day. I'm less gung-ho about it this week, but I'm still doing it because results are imminent, right? Just keep on keeping on. I just really miss the days where I could eat a whole box of food to myself. That's what I miss mostly. So speaking of food, let's talk about what I've changed. So I cannot restrict myself. I think I talked about this a little bit last month. Absolutely can't restrict myself on anything as far as what I'm allowed to eat, but how much I'm allowed to eat is okay. So I'm still eating chocolate and fried foods. We got an air fryer. That's our new best friend though. I love him. He's R2 Fry 2 or Babu Fry. We haven't decided on a name yet. If you got a good name for my air fryer, leave it in the comments. But yeah, so not restricting on what I can eat, but how much. And the thing I have changed from last month is I'm really trying to hit a protein goal. So numbers vary by person, but just trying to hit that goal every day. It's making me feel more full and my results are a little bit more consistent. The other thing I've changed is I kind of like accidentally started intermittent fasting, and that just means that I eat 2 big meals a day, and that way I feel very, very full and very, very satisfied, and then my body has time to digest and then I get to do it again. And so at no point do I feel deprived. So right now I'm eating at 11 a.m. and 5, 6, or 7 p.m. just depending on when that time happens. It's super great. Today I had air fried chicken tenders, air fried daikon fries, watermelon, my protein shake. I love this protein bottle. He is my best friend. I love him. And I'm gonna have a piece of chocolate after this. Is that it? For lunch I had egg whites, rice, chicken, stir fry seasoning, cabbage. So it was very good. Very big bowl. Like literally the bowl is like this big. So it's been great. I think there's 2 more things that I've changed, one of which has been no more cheat meals. I think I was going a little too hard on the cheat meals and ended up undoing like an entire week's worth of progress. So definitely not doing that anymore. What I am doing is if I'm feeling down or I want a treat, I let myself have it. I just record it, try to keep it into like a 100-200 calorie range so that way I'm not chugging things out the window. But it's not so bad to go over every once in a while, especially because I am still working out every day. The last thing I changed is I was just trying to hit 8 glasses of water a day because that's the minimum, but now I'm aiming for a gallon. I thought it would be super easy to double my intake because it was very easy to hit the 8 glasses, but now it struggles. It's hard. It's hard to drink that much water, but I've been trying and sort of succeeding, at least getting about 75% of the way every day. So yeah, very hydrated. It's helping my skin kind of. It's the bad time for skin right now. And I don't know, I just feel like my recovery is a little bit faster. So speaking of recovery, my workouts have kind of settled into a routine. So I started with like these videos and those were super fun. And then like I just didn't continue with that subscription. And so it's kind of making my own. So I have decided to start training to run again. I did run a half marathon like 3 years ago at this point. I'd like to be able to run again. So very slow and steady building up the mileage. I'm at like 1.5 miles right now. It's not a whole lot. And so on those days I just do the exercise bike for a little bit more cardio. Try to get in an hour of cardio 3 times a week. And then the other 3 days I'm strength training. So it's all upper body. I do some ab work and some lower back work on those days. And then on the 7th day, it's kind of like dealer's choice. It's like, what do you want to do for fun workout? So I either do yoga, or I do K-pop cardio, or I have been doing the Pop Sugar videos. Those were super fun. And then I just discovered Chloe Ting. We'll see how that works out. Yeah, so working out has been okay, I guess. It doesn't feel like a chore now. It feels like time I've set aside for me, so it's almost like a treat. I never thought I would say those words, and so if you're in a spot where you're like, I hate working out, like, that's absolutely fine. Try it for 80 days in a row. See how you feel. That's a joke. Don't do that. All right. Last big bucket of topics, mental health. I've been having far fewer down days than I think I've had historically, which is kind of nice. It's very weird, especially since normally when I'm like reducing caloric intake, I'm kind of the B word, and kind of the big sad, which is aka depressed, but it's not been happening. I think it's just like an understanding of, you know, once I hit my protein goal, all the rest of those calories are for me, and I can have chocolate or whatever, and it's just like fitting in what I want. And then also like not using food as a reward, also something that's really weird for me. My mom is a wonderful cook, so, you know, we treated ourselves with food before, and that's great to a point. But yeah, so I think overall just like really good in the mental health space, kind of like living my best life. I mean, still quarantine for some of us. For some of us, I guess we just decided it's over. But we've been hanging out inside. Just canceled my dentist appointment, which is sad because I love going to the dentist. Sorry, that's weird. But yeah, so the consistency, the routine, really good for the brain juices. I think everything's been going okay. You'll notice I'm feeling kind of like wee throughout this, and that's because the results aren't like as super fast as I would have hoped that they would have been. I don't know why I expected a miracle, like, but it would have been real cool. So I'm trying to focus on all the progress I'm making, and really trying to focus on the goal that, like, I don't want to lose any muscle, or it would be even better if I could put on a little bit of muscle, and that's my ultimate goal. So I'm trying to like focus on that, and that the weight loss doesn't matter, the number on the scale doesn't matter. So I am happy to say in the last month I've lost 1 inch off of my chest, 2 inches off of my hip butt area, and about 1/2 inch off my waist. So that's progress, according to my questionable scale. I say questionable because it shoots electromagnetic impulses through, not impulses, regular pulses through my feet to measure my fat percentage. According to it, I have lost 6 pounds of fat, but only 0.6 pounds of muscle. So, living the dream. It's all still in here. Exercises that I've been doing have gotten substantially easier. Like, I can hold a plank for 1.5 minutes now, which is wild. Not that it's fun, but it's wild. So yeah, I think it's fun. So I'm trying to do non-scale victories. So for example, like my ring is now very loose. So hopefully I don't need to have it resized, but that is a possibility. I apologize for being a talking head this whole time. Just wanted to be accountable, give you that update, let you know how things are going. It's been not easy, but this is the longest I've ever stuck with it. So, you know, getting into the good mental health space and then continuing into the cycle and like not popping out of it has been super great. But I'm sure the first time my friend's like, hey, you want to go out for ramen? I'm gonna be like, yeah, and that's still possible. It's just gonna, I'm just gonna need to be cognizant of it. It's gonna be fine. And all of these things at the end of the day are gonna make me a healthier, stronger me, capable of more things. One thing that people tell you is that once you start working out, you get more energy. That is not true. I fall asleep on the couch every frigging day at like 9:30. That's super early. It's not good. I'll figure out I also have hypothyroidism, so don't use me as an example. But yeah, much sleeping very well. Sleep is good for you, I guess. But yeah, anyway, thank you for hanging out for this update. I really appreciate your support, and if you like this video, give it a like. If you want more videos like that, hit that subscribe button, or not like this, because we do cooking too. Got a really fun video coming for you next week about food. So yeah, and then, you know, leave me a comment on what to name my air fryer. Really appreciate it. Thank you guys. I'll see you next time. Bye!